Hello.
I know. Yes, that's exactly right.
I just want to say, this is really tasty.
It's really good. It's like avocado bruschetta pizza.
I was thinking it was like avocado gazpacho.
Hi, everybody. I don't know who everybody is. I, as you may or may not know, am Wesley Newfarmer, and I'm here with my Aunt Mary, whom I am visiting in Portland. So the premise of this, right? You haven't eaten all day.
It's true, I have not.
Usually I just dive into the fridge, but before we do that,
Yes.
is there anything you're hungry for? Not specific, but like bread products, snacky stuff, dessert stuff, drink, soup.
No. Bacon fat? That's more bacon fat. Homemade pesto, chicken liver soaking in buttermilk. Mustard, soy ginger dipping sauce, butter, biodynamically grown melons, corn, eggs, padron peppers,
Chicken broth,
buffalo mozzarella, pate, olivadas, olives, bacon, blue cheese, ahi marisol, chicken base,
ice cream,
Cheetos,
Parmesan
garlic
cheese.
scape pesto, egg whites, ginger juice.
plums in the brandy.
But they're not ready to eat.
When will they be ready to eat?
3 months. Pastas and grains, oats and nuts, butternut squash from last year, rhubarb jam, green tomato chutney. There's a couple of avocados sitting over there. And of course, I do stare at this bowl full of tomatoes and think, I should be using tomatoes.
And these are all from your garden.
They're all from the garden. Yeah, because anything with a fresh tomato can make tomato toast.
Let's make a tomato toast.
If we wanted to enhance that, there would be options. We could actually use the grater on the tomato and say smear it with avocado and cover it with tomato.
To make tomato avocado toast.
There is no end to how far this can go. We have to use store-bought bread, sorry.
That's because the bread that you have yet to make is in the process of being made. For those of us who feel a little intimidated in the kitchen and who feel a little bit bad because we don't make everything from scratch, is there anything that you can say that doesn't make us feel worse?
Dave's Killer Bread is really good.
Not everybody has homemade bread. Right. It's okay. You're not.
And I have house guests and they're eating all my bread.
Well, I'm sorry. I mean, it sounds like we can do almost all of this in the time it takes to make the toast.
Pretty much. I have a toaster oven. There is a little cutting board, or we can get a big cutting board if we want to be able to make a bigger mess.
But you said mess, so you're speaking my language. Let's use the big one and the small one right next to each other. You know, I go to the gym. I'll cut up cilantro. How did you actually get into cooking? Like, did you grow up in the kitchen cooking a lot with your mom?
I don't ever remember thinking I didn't know how to cook. Mom went back to work full-time when I was 10. From the time I was 10, it would be, okay, start a pot roast. Mm-hmm. Here's what you need to do on the phone. And yet, in a lot of ways, I hadn't cooked very much until I moved out of the house.
Why do you say that? Why, if you had been cooking?
Because it didn't feel like that to me. Mm-hmm. But cooking was not a focus. So I got married. Uh-huh. And I took on cooking. I don't even know why I took on cooking. I just took on cooking because I came from a cooking family and Dan knew I came from a cooking family, so I cooked.
Avocado. Have the avocado, then just strips.
Slices or, yeah, just so you're gonna smash it somehow or other into the bread.
Quick tip, this is how we're doing this now. Rotate, and the way I do it.
This is how I do it as well.
And then...
Try not to cut yourself.
Some people slam the
oh, no, I don't do that.
I don't, because I've broken a trash can when I got it wrong. And some people take a paper towel, which is probably the safest thing to do.
And pull it off.
Or you pinch the knife, and it falls right off. Normally I don't do it with paper towel, but I don't like to advertise doing
the unsanitary conditions under which...
That train has sailed. And then go like this. Great. And then we take our spoon and voila, voila.
If you're going to leave it sitting around, squeeze a little lemon juice over it, or it will all be the brown color.
Do you want to toast the toast now?
Sure.
Great. You toast the toast, I'll crumble this. So crumbling up blue cheese. Easy to do.
I'm gonna do 2 pieces of bread. Sound good?
Yes.
More?
Will 1 piece of bread be enough for you?
Yeah, do you want more? I can put more in.
Wesleyan portion control, as always. Let's do one where we go against the grater and one where we go against the bread, because you described 2 different methodologies of this.
Yes, I did.
So show me what I'm doing here, because I don't understand.
So that tomato is very ripe and wants to get used. So
is also
it
the
will
perfect-
smear really well.
Right. When I see pictures of cell division, there's always a phase where it looks like this, right? So we're gonna cut it in half this way.
It looks like it was 2 tomatoes at one point and decided to become 1.
God, it smells so good.
Nothing like a garden fresh tomato.
So is this good enough, or?
Yeah, because you're gonna squash the stuff out,
Great.
right? So not a big deal, not a big deal, not a big deal. So you want me to do that?
Yeah, because you know what you're doing.
So it's a little piece of bread, but you just squash and rub.
That's amazing.
All the tomato stuff comes off and the juice and the bread gets all soppy. This tomato has a lot of skin.
If you did this with an extra toasty toast.
It'd be good, yeah. And you can leave whatever you want, leave chunks on it, right? And then we make a mess. There you go.
This was the first thing you ever made as a 3-year-old.
And why would you stop?
So then for this half, I'm gonna core this half like I did the other
Right,
one.
and we'll just run it down the grater.
Yeah.
The skin is gonna stay on the outside.
And do I do it over the toast here?
I wouldn't.
You just do it like this?
Yeah, that's what I would do, and then just put the pureed tomato mess on there.
Oh, amazing. It's like
Right.
all that's left is the skin.
Right,
So we have pluses and minuses then for both of these techniques.
right. This one's fast and easy, and you don't need
You don't mess this up, yeah. And you will have equipment to clean.
Yeah.
But there seems to be, there's so many uses for this also.
Well, there's a lot of things you use grated tomato for. There's a lot of recipes that ask you to grate tomato. There's things that I make that request that you grate tomato.
This one's for you.
Grab some tomato, okay?
This one's for me. I'm just gonna smush it in.
Yeah. Now, to my mind, there's a question about where do you want your salt?
I was just thinking that as I was doing it. I mean,
So
I would do salt now.
I like the big crunchy flakes for things like this because you get to bite a chunk of salt. I'm going to steal a little knife or something and do a little squishing before I stick it on there because it's going to be hard to squish it now. And I like it a little squishy. My goal here is to make a messy thing, which I just want to eat because it's messy and ridiculous.
This is so liquidy, this tomato stuff, that I almost want to treat it like a sauce on top of everything.
You can do it however you want. That's the exciting thing about avocado toast things. There are no rules. There are no rules. There are no rules.
I'm gonna do tomato, blue cheese, and then cilantro because I think that's how you're gonna see it through.
Yeah.
When you look at it, that's gonna be the
Yeah,
prettiest.
I'm gonna do cilantro next because I like cilantro mixed with my avocado a lot.
Yours does look really nice, and mine.
Looks really good. And there's a lot of finger licking. I'm cutting mine in half because I know my toast is really soggy at this point.
This is food porn.
Yeah,
I don't need a plate. Do you need a plate?
we have this giant cutting board. Cheers.
Oh man,
This is really good.
I can't believe we only made 2.
With messy food, you feel like a kid.
I'm a big fan of the salt and the blue cheese.
Let me just say, seems a little redundant.
Okay. Whatever. Fun textures of, I do wish the toast were a little toasted, but crunchy toast, creamy avocado and creamy blue cheese, super fresh and juicy.
It has the taste of the greenness.
Yeah, the taste of the freshness.
It has green taste.
It's a green taste, yeah. Of the cilantro and the tomato.
Mm-hmm.
So texturally it's interesting, flavor-wise it's just fulfilling.
Yep.
We knew we had on the countertop all these fresh tomatoes. And we said we knew we wanted them raw, we knew we wanted them fresh. Blue cheese we found in the fridge. Avocados were on the counter also.
Yep.
Bread.
Cilantro is in the fridge.
There's nothing here that normal people cannot make.
This is true. There's not a lot of making. It's just mostly squashing together.
This is a great technique though, that not a lot of people talk about. Nothing is heavy, nothing is sweet.
It's coated in blue cheese, avocado, which is all fat, and bread, which is also, you know, it is whatever it is, 21 grain bread.
But it feels virtuous. Like it doesn't weigh you down.
But it feels sinful because it's rich because of the avocado and the blue
Blue cheese. It's really good. We've done our summary.
Yes.
We learned a bit about you.
Yes.
We learned a new technique. And we made good food. I'm done. Thank you so much for being on this show. Thank you so much for inviting me for the week to Portland.
So much fun to do.
If you found this at all entertaining, click subscribe, click like, do those things that people ask you to do that I feel terribly guilty doing because I'm not good at this game. And tune in for another episode of What's in the Fridge.
I think strangers should all call Wes and say they want to do this and he should come visit them.